We're excited to be on today. Me, Christina Mafia, and this is Daniela Mafia. We're actually sisters. So,
Hi, everyone. Hello.
hi. And it's nice to see you, Daniela, because we don't live close to each other. So, we don't
I
really
know.
ever see each other face to face. We're always on the phone.
I know it's crazy, honestly. It's crazy just because living in Florida and then now living over here in Texas, and I always used to see my family.
Yeah. So, Daniela is actually in Texas. We're in Texas again.
So I'm in Conroe right now, but I've been kind of all over East Texas and I've gone west, but haven't lived out there.
And for everyone that knows me, I'm in Florida. And for those of you who don't, I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida. And we came together and we wanted to do a retreat in the mountains. So we're going to be headed to the Blue Ridge Mountains,
Yeah.
September 20th through the 23rd. And we're going to be doing some really exciting things. So we wanted to just get on for a minute and just share with everybody like what the purpose of the retreat is, some of the things that I'll be facilitating, and some of the things Daniela will be facilitating. She also does some really awesome stuff with horses that I wanted her to share a little bit for some of our future retreats we have planned. So
Yes.
that's just a little secret right now, but she'll give a little bit of a taste of
Preview.
a little preview of what's to come.
We're
So
excited. I'm excited.
September 20th through the 23rd, Blue Ridge. And basically this retreat, the purpose of it is because I've done a few in the past, and I think the biggest purpose for me is I always wanted to have more community. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
a lot of times I think too, I can say for women, it's for me personally, and I don't know if Danielle feels this way, but it's been harder to find that type of community. Um,
Yeah.
right? Especially growing
Yeah.
up where we didn't have like women around us to support us. And this is not only a women's retreat, it's also for men too to come on because we all have masculine and feminine energy, right?
Yes.
So
And super beneficial.
so
Super
that's
beneficial.
probably the biggest element of this retreat is that you walk away with lifetime community, support, and there's going to be a lot of healing elements to it. So some of the things we're going to be doing on the retreat that are going to dive deeper into some of the self-care and healing elements are going to be hypnotherapy, breath work, and these things are really nice to be done in a community element because you have that support of other people, right? So it makes it um, a little bit, I say easier in a sense, because when you have other people supporting you, then not that you're not working as hard, but you have that support to feel like, okay, I'm safe to do this. And other
Absolutely.
people are connecting to that.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think it's something that we're missing kind of in these modern times we live in. Um, that's something that we'll get into what I do and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But the same thing with Christina, my sister, like having that sense of community. I even if someone's introverted, the things that having people hold space for you can do, it's just incredible. When community comes together, when humanity comes together, it's just incredible.
Well, tell us, Daniela, a little bit about what you're bringing to the retreat, because I'm really excited for you to share.
So I'm super excited and I'm super grateful, just to have to be working with my sister in general. This has been something I've always wanted to do. And it's so funny because Christine and I, as you can tell, we're so very different, but just having our paths go certain ways and then meeting together has just been incredible for me on my healing journey. But so what I do is I'm a shamanic healer. So I do work with energy medicine, and what I'm trying to bring. So we live obviously in the modern time, but what I want to do is bring back people's sense of community, of cyclical living, living with the energies, the seasons, almost think tribal mindset where you have this place you go to and you're supported. It's just in a different way. It's all the same, but just it looks different. So the one thing that I'm going to be doing on the retreat is Christina is offering horseback riding on this retreat. And that's my segue into teaching people what I like to call horse medicine and the healing power of horses. And it is absolutely incredible. It is. So a little preview of my Heart of the Herd meditation. I'm super excited for that. So
Well, and I'm super excited because me and Daniela both work with like a lot of healing stuff with trauma, right? But we
Yeah.
do it in two very different ways. And when Daniela said that she wanted to do this with me, I was super excited because a lot of times with hypnotherapy or breath work, it can sometimes be super intense, but it has super transformative and powerful healing modalities. But when she said the horse thing that she does, which is so amazing, the horses, she tells me, right, are so supportive in humans, like with
Yes.
humans, that make you feel safer than
So
sometimes
the
we don't feel on our own or even with other humans.
Right. So the best thing, the most incredible thing about our horse relatives is what, we refer to them as in shamanic healing or whatever, but they hold this space and it's the most non-judgmental space. A horse, an animal in general, but horses specifically, they're such intuitive beings. They are herd animals. So horses have this incredible thing where they sync up their heartbeat. And just like an aura, everyone's heartbeat has electromagnetic frequency. So you can literally feel people. I'm sure you've heard this. Horses sync up their heartbeat. And this is something that's been God given. It's a natural thing that they were born with, which, we're all born with this innate ability to feel things, but horses are so in the present moment and they're so intuitive. So if there's prey, or excuse me, not prey, predators in the surrounding area, their heartbeats will go faster and each one of the herd can feel it because they're all synced up together. And that's how they've survived for all these years. In modern times, it's a little different, but that's a whole different story. But it's just incredible because they almost encompass you in their grounded energy, and they're so non-judgmental, and they're energy movers. So they're constantly moving energy. They're doing what healers do, but imagine a horse's aura reaches about 40 to 50 feet outside of ours. So it's just a massive energy. It's incredible. It is incredible.
So this just adds to the sacred circle, because the sacred circle was all about that coherence of connecting to one another, right? The community element. And then Daniela brings the horses that into it, which I think it's going to allow us to have more of a capacity of compassion for not only the animals, because they're going to teach us that, right? But it teaches us how to have that capacity of compassion for ourselves. And then we can hold that in a space like the sacred circle that allows us to kind of, I've noticed the retreats I've done, everyone like kind of syncs up.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I always
Yep.
think things in numbers are so much more powerful. Meditation, healing, breath work in particularly is one I always see everybody syncing up with the same stuff that comes up for them. And it just really is nice because it holds space so well for people, this type
I
of
can
retreat. Yeah.
imagine.
And so add the horse element, and I'm super excited for this. Is the first one we're doing, even though it's not the full thing that Daniela does, that'll be for the next
Right.
retreat. But this is going to give us a little way to dip our toes into this, right? Because I know some
Exactly.
people are afraid of horses. I've heard some people tell me.
And listen, I mean, because we grew up together. But I mean, I've been thrown off horses, and ever since I had this fear instilled in me, and then I had to learn how to do groundwork, and that's a whole different thing. But so what I want to explain is that in this retreat, there is horseback riding. So we're not going to be what I would do naturally on property where I have the horses and we do a meditation. We're going to meditate before the horseback riding. But you'll see how these beings, when you come into your own and you're grounded, and then you go ride a horse, and I'll go into all how the chakras, and the horses, and how healing it is to ride these just incredible beings, and how it all plays together with our own chakras.
Yeah.
And it's the most natural, unnatural thing humans can do is get on the back of a horse, because horses, they're wild and free animals. And, in natural horsemanship, we
Well,
say,
it brings us out of our comfort zone, probably to me, even when I've been around horses, on an extreme level, because
yeah,
it's such an energy that it brings us out of our comfort zone. But that's the whole reason I started doing these retreats, is the more we get out of that comfort zone, the more we're able to step into this magical place of
yeah.
trust and intuition and acceptance for things. And I don't know, it just has such when you leave the retreat, I know for sure that you're going to feel this energy for months to come. Yeah.
I think that's profound. So with that being said, it's not going to be the full thing of what I'm trying to do, but the fact that Christina is partnering we're partnering, or we're going to a place where we are able to ride trail horses. And now trail horses, they are no horses bomb proof, but trail horses are known, they follow one set thing. So even beginners can ride these horses. So it's okay. And it's okay to feel scared. It's okay. I still feel scared sometimes to get on the back of them. They're big creatures, compared to us. But so we'll do a meditation and then we'll go horseback riding. And then that'll be the little preview. So I'm super excited.
Yes, this is going to be super exciting. I know so many people that have signed up are really excited. This is the part that they're super looking forward to. I know some people have told me they're a little, hesitant, but I love that about when we do these retreats, because that also happens is you have other people there supporting you. So if you feel scared when you get together as a community too, it encourages you to push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And there'll be a lot of that. And you're definitely going to go home feeling like a different person from this retreat. And some of the other things we're going to be offering, we're going to be doing hiking. We have some beautiful waterfalls, the Blue Ridge, if you haven't been there, right? Danielle and me have gone there a couple of times, and we've had some Native American experiences together.
Yeah.
Remember that video with the shadow?
Yes, we've caught a spirit on camera.
So that's one other thing I want to bring up is I had someone on my last retreat who really wanted to do another retreat with me. And she said, when are you going to do the mountains? And I looked up the mountains, and there's a lot of mountains in the United States, right? And we could go many different places, but I felt called to North Georgia. And when I looked up the home that we're going to be staying in, the area, it actually happened to be right where me and my sister went horseback riding for the first time in the Blue Ridge. So I feel like spirit is calling this. So if you're being called to this, it's telling you, listen to it, because there's always a reason things get thrown to us, signs, synchronicities. And if you're watching this and you're thinking like, should I go? Then this is a sign. This is telling you, it's intuitively saying, yes, you're ready. It's about sometimes trusting, jumping, and doing something that makes you a little uncomfortable.
It's gonna, I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be incredible. Like it couldn't have aligned more perfectly. So I am looking forward to meeting all of you who do come. Christina is she's an incredible healer. She's my sister, but she really is an incredible healer. So I'm really looking forward to even being beneficial for me as well. All of us are healing on this retreat, the healers,
I like that you said that, because I get so much healing doing them. So it's for all of us. We're all connected for a reason.
I know. And it's crazy when you look at it. What is it? The dots always connect when you're looking back.
It's when you're in things, sometimes you don't see it. We're going to have all plant-based meals. If you have any food restrictions, that will be accessible. We're going to be doing yoga. It's very gentle yoga. I'm more into like moving meditation, so very energetic. And there'll also be free time to connect, to relax, to sit in silence, which is nice so that we can connect more to our higher selves and get insight during this retreat.
Yep. Yeah. And I'll be bringing an element of the steel tongue drum, as well as a rattle to kind of go into a meditation. So we're going to have all kinds of different elements.
Lots of sound healing. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So just in general, I'm super excited. I think everyone, I think it's very much needed, especially, in some of the crazy times we've been having. The earth needs
that's the time when you should do things like this. Is a lot of times when I work with people, when it's very chaotic, people want to stay home, they don't want to get out, and that's when you should push yourself, is in those times, because it's going to show you something about yourself. It's like you're facing those parts, and it's going to bring up like a deeper transformation. As we were saying the other day, recalibrate. This retreat's going to recalibrate us.
It's funny because I think I told you yesterday, I've been hearing that word so much. That word's been coming up so much for me. So I think it really is a whole recalibration. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's a word, but
you would know better than me. You have better vocabulary.
Recalibration.
I make up words. I think it's a word. It feels right. It feels right. I feel like there's some type of recalibration taking place. And I will say the mountains has a way of doing something to your soul.
It does. It holds, the mountains hold you. Think of
Yeah.
like, like they hold you, they ground you,
Yeah,
so
and that's another I was just thinking about nurturing. That's the energy
yeah.
of this retreat. The sacred circle is a very nurturing, safe space. And that's what I'm really the most proud of with these is the more, and especially the more we do them and the more Danielle is bringing in the horse element, it's just going to be so nurturing. So
Yeah.
yeah. So if
I'm
you're needing
excited.
nurturing and you're ready to, be supported and have more community, I say come join us. We'd love to have you there.
Come retreat with us.
Yes.
Can't wait, guys.
All right. So it's September 20th through the 23rd. If you have questions, reach out. I'll put my email link below. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you.
Perfect. Just in time because my phone's dying. So
Okay. Bye.
bye, guys.